All right, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We back, Lions 1-on-1. We're gonna react to the depth chart. Shout out to One Pride Nation. He sent me the depth chart earlier today. He was like, "Am I do a video on it?" I'm like, "I think I'm gonna do a live stream because I have a few videos planned out, and I canceled the season preview. I might still drop it at night. I got Houston, Tampa Bay. Got three more left. Houston, Tampa Bay, and Tennessee, I think. And we'll be done with the season preview. We did all the opponents the Lions playing this year. Obviously, only do one season preview for the divisional opponents, but we're gonna talk about the depth chart. There has been a minor modification, I think a major modification to the depth chart since earlier. If you've seen, I had to change the title. Tony Tavai and Okudah not starting, but we're gonna talk about that. Also today why Kenny G contract went all the way up. If you don't know, now you know. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those social media links in the description. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, whatever the situation may be, all the social media links in the description. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Yes, Miami and Milwaukee is playing. No Giannis today. Chris Middleton just got a bucket. So if you're worried about that on TNT, but once Thursday come kickoff and then we get into Sunday, I don't think NBA gonna matter as much until we get the Clippers versus the Lakers. All right, and I think that's gonna be their peak. But Tony Campbell, salute. So yeah, I'll read off the depth chart. And they said that basically this wasn't put out by the coaches. It was put out uh, unofficial depth chart compiled by the Lions Football Communications. Okay, I want to say this about the Lions, right? They are so secretive. It just don't make no sense. The Nick Baldwin guy, 1 year he got injured in camp. That was his first year here. We didn't know until like the season started that he was out for the year. Another time, Jamal Agnew got injured. People thought Agnew had blew his ACL out. People saying he wasn't going to be the same. This, that, and the third. Next thing we know, he coming back at the end of the season playing football. The Lions have been a secret service before Bob Quinn got here. And my whole thing about it is they so secretive and they have this beef with the local media where they go tell Adam Schefter something or they go tell Ian Rappaport before they tell the media. And before I kind of get into my groove here, the thing that ended up manifesting what ended up happening between the Lions and Mike Valenti was it was years of building up. You know what I'm saying? Their contract came up with 97 ticket. They wanted Mike to stop having a bad opinion about the Lions. Mike Valenti was like, bump that. The Lions organization was like, the 97-10 ticket was like, bump that. And they went their own ways. But that's been pretty much building up and now it manifested till them not partner with 97 won a ticket, but they have a beef with the Free Press, the News, Caputo, 97 won a ticket, Valenti. All it's a beef between the media and the Lions. And what the Lions are mad at about the media is that the media is always bashing the Lions because the Lions is losing. So they want them to make up these flowery, Jigglypuff, Pokemon type of stories so the fans won't get turned off by the Lions losing. They want them to lie and be Jubilee about the Lions when it's not nothing to be lying about. And that's kind of why you hear Ian Rappaport break news and you don't hear 97 won a ticket break news. So the Lions pretty much they outsource to ESPN and NFL Network and to those guys, and that's why you hear the news coming from them. And they had this beef with the media and the Lions, and it pretty much ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Lions' fault because they should put a winner on the field. But that is what it is. Oh my God, it was Lion talk. He said I don't like what is that? Kabadina making the team when Nuata can play situational football and catch the rock. Oh, you talking about that football? I fullback. I didn't even know that motherfucker existed. Detroit, Michigan, 1990. So, but yeah, they changed it. We can get into the major change they made since I was seeing it, and I went back on the website. You always check it. And the major change that I noticed was that Deshaun Hen is starting at right defensive end. So Deshaun Hen is your left or right defensive end, no matter depending on how they do it. So your starting defensive tackles is Danny Shelton and Nick Williams. Nick Williams don't have a backup on this depth chart, but Danny Shelton backup is John Panisi, so he both their backups. Deshaun Hand is listed as the starting defensive end, and Trey Flowers is the other starting defensive end. The linebacker core is compiled of Christian Jones, Gerard Davis, and Jamie Collins. So we can stop there. Now, if you looked at the original depth chart, if you looked at the original depth chart, Deshaun Hand was backing up Nick Williams. Excuse me. Deshaun Hand was backing up Nick Williams. So what's happened now is they had to rush down there and change that. So they said, oh, this was put out by the communications and not the football team. Once again, they're being secret for no reason. They hiding their depth chart. They got fined for hiding Matthew Stafford injury for no reason last year. You think anybody care about whatever the intel the Lions are holding back? No. You ain't the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? You're not the Ravens. And they run this organization like it's an elite organization, and that's kind of what irks my nerves. They hide these injuries from the fans. They hide them from the media. And then 3 or 4 weeks later, oh, he's out for the season. 2 weeks later, oh, Bo Scarborough is limited in practice. Then he going on IR for the first 3 weeks or whatever it is. That I just can't fathom why they do that. Matt Millen did it, Mark Mayhew did it, and now Bob Quinn do it. What are you hiding? This football team had 0 Pro Bowlers last year. Maybe Kenny Galladay made it. But other than that, no pro. Who's like the Chicago Bears know what you bring to the table? There's no need to hide in your roster moves from the Chicago Bears. They know what you bring to the table. They played you every freaking year since this was the Central Division. So what you hiding? What are you hiding for, Benjamin Fosalute? That's all you got to ask. What you hiding the depth chart for? We know who your best defensive football players are right now is Collins, Hand, and then everybody else. So, now they made that a modification. Now Deshaun Hand is going to be at defensive end. So is that a difference? I mean, yeah. Nick Williams and Danny Shelton ain't known for pass rushing. Nick Williams from the Bears last year had 7 sacks, but he admitted that that's not his game. He's more of a guy that's a run stopper. So the Lions should be better at run stuffing come Sunday. So don't forget that. They got 2 run stopping defensive tackles. Deshaun Hand gonna rush from the edge with Trey Flowers. So that pushes Julian Okora back. That pushes Romeo Okora back to back up Trey Flowers, Deshaun Hand, if this is an accurate depth chart. So Deshaun Hand is now rushing on the outside. Does it matter? There is an issue with that. If Nick Williams can't recreate the penetration to get upfield, then you don't have no interior pass rushing at all on passing downs. Let's say you come out on first down and Chicago sit there and they throw the ball. I'm not worried about Danny Shelton getting up the field. Did he have some penetration success with New England last year? Yeah. But I'm not worried about Danny Shelton getting up the field. Only guy you're really concerned about that's going to cause havoc, similar to what, Warren Sapp brought up that 3 technique is Deshaun Hand. That's the only one. He said, but the Bears, no, they're not a running team. That's a lie. The Bears are known for passing under Matt Nagy. That's what the Bears are known for. Matt Nagy come from the Andy Reid tree. They don't know how to run the ball 3 or 4 times in a row. That team is known for throwing to Tyreek Cohen, throwing to Allen Robinson. That's why Trubisky suck ass cheeks. Because they throw the ball when it's unnecessary to throw the ball. But Nick Williams is going to have to be the savior when you're talking about getting up the field and creating a pass rush. If Deshaun Hand not going to play on the inside. Give me 1 minute. I don't know why. Give me 1 second. I don't know why it's choppy. I apologize. I don't know what's coming up now. So, at the end of the day, you kind of look at it as, maybe on known passing downs, maybe Deshaun Hand will slide inside and Okora, one of the Okora brothers, a rush on the edge. So I was concerned when I didn't see Deshaun Hand start, and I said maybe this may not be the official depth chart. So right now they say this is the communications depth chart, but they did make the adjustment. I don't know if Deshaun Hand called Matt Patricia somebody, but he's starting at defensive end this Sunday, along with the two interior linemen, Nick Williams and Danny Shelton, and then Trey Flowers on the other opposite side. So, I mean, that's one major takeaway. So then we got another major takeaway. I'm not trying to be on here long. Another major takeaway when we go to the second level of the defense is that Jahlani Tavai is not starting. So Tavai not starting. So last year's second round pick is still learning to play the interior linebacker position. Does it take some time? Yeah, that's the quarterback of the defense, the middle linebacker position. He won't start at outside because Jamie Collins and I guess Christian Jones better than him on the outside as well. So that's telling because they sat there and they took a second round draft pick to get to Tavai, and then year 2 he not starting. Did he get in there some situations? So you look at Jared Davis, right? It'd be different if they said, okay, Ragland come in here and start. He been in a part of Super Bowl championship. He played, he got experience, you know what I'm saying? And let's say they started him. I'm like, okay. But Jared Davis has been so bad. Jared Davis has been so bad at middle linebacker. No cover skills. Can't tackle, always on somebody. Like, unless he's improved that much. I mean, we can just go back in the second round, right? We can go back in the second round and look at the draft last year, right? Let me pull it up. And one day I'll screen share. I think I'm switching to eventually, probably this month, I'm gonna switch over to what's that StreamYard? My bad. So I mean, let's go to the second round and see who they passed up for Tavai, right? So let's get there. Let's use Pro Football Reference. All right, so they took Tavai in the second round, right? They took him with the 43rd pick. They passed up on Greedy Williams, which then they wouldn't have to draft Okudah this year. Okay, I'm just looking at the guys that I know they passed up on. Tight end Irv Smith. They passed up on receiver A.J. Brown, who's a stud. They passed up on running back Miles Sanders, who's starting. Lonnie Johnson, another cornerback that's playing in Houston. They passed up on receiver Paris Campbell, Andy Isabel, DK Metcalf. All right, those are just the guys I knew they passed up on that looked like something. So also David Montgomery they passed up on. Terry McLaurin, who's a fucking stud for Washington in the third round. Devin Singletary, who's starting for the Buffalo Bills this year. Pass rusher Chase Winovich. So they passed up on a number of starting options. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget, it wouldn't even behoove them to have draft Devin Bush or Ed Oliver, and then take Irv Smith in the second round if you needed a tight end. And then if we get into the situation where Kenny Galladay walk away, right? They don't want to pay him. We could have got McLaurin. We could have got AJ Brown, and we wouldn't have missed a beat. And everybody was like, "Whoa, they took who?" And he can't even beat Jared Davis. If this was Stephen Tulloch, Stephen Boyd, Chris Spielman, you know what I'm saying? Ray Lewis, if those was one of those type of guys, you're like, okay, I get it. Derek Brooks, Jared Davis is like ass, but maybe Jared Davis finally clicked. They didn't give him his 5th-year option, and maybe maybe I'm motivated. He lost a lot of body fat. He got stronger. He's a better athlete. He got more experience at the position. So maybe it's finally clicked in this defense with Corey Euland. Maybe it clicked. Maybe Patricia defense wasn't for him. Maybe now he can command. And people say, well, what's the difference? Well, Patricia like those thick downhill thumpers. Teddy Bruschi, Mike Vrabel. What's my man's out of Alabama that played over there for the Patriots? He still Hightower. He Gerard Mayo. He like those big thumping linebackers that come down and they bring the wood. And maybe in this defense, which at one point I believe they had Michael Kendricks over there with Jim Swartz, Nigel Branham, he's not the biggest. They both athletic linebackers. Maybe this defense fits what Jared Davis does the best. And we all know when the chips on the table, when it's time to bring the bacon home, and when the money is in the air, maybe Davis come out and play well this year. But now we can also reverse it in why he can't start over Christian Wood. I don't think anybody on this stream think highly of Christian Wood. I don't think Bear fans miss Christian Wood. I don't think nobody missed them. So he can start at least at the outside linebacker position. And once again, you look at last year. Who do we draft? Hopkins. He gonna be good this year. But you look at your second round pick, Tavai. He ain't starting. Will Harris. Don't look like he's starting. I'll look again. This year, your first 3 picks not probably starting on Sunday. So at what point do people look at Bob Quinn and be like, okay, I'm no longer optimistic. This dude ain't even drafted. He pressing up Pro Bowl talent. His draft picks ain't starting year 1, year 2. Every running back he took so far has been injury prone. So it's some concern there, but you know what? If Davis get injured, we got a good backup. Tavai can play middle, wheel, strong. He can play all 3 positions, so that's not a thing. But you just got to look at it like, damn, he ain't starting over Davis. And as soon as Davis fuck up, on Sunday, he shoestring tackle a miss, or he whiff, or he blow a coverage, everybody gonna be looking like same Gerard Davis. So Tavai not better than this, throw both draft picks away. I'll get to questions in a minute. So, you look at that level of the defense, there's no concern in the front 4 for me. Now that Deshaun Hand is actually back starting at end, I'm cool. Nick Williams, Danny Shelton, Trey Flowers, I get it. The Okora brothers backing them up. John Panisi backing, the defensive tackles up. Now you get to the secondary, and then I'll get to the questions after we clear the offense. We get to the secondary. All right, we get to the secondary. Trufant is starting. Coleman is starting. Tracy Walker, Deron Harmon. So I'm going to have to go ahead and say they got Orakwe backing up Trufant, and they got Jeff Okudah backing up Coleman. Coleman is not starting on the outside. I could just tell you that. Armani and Trufant is probably going to be starting on the outside, but that's what they got. I'm not going to worry about it. Harmon is going to be your safety, and Tracy Walker going to be your safety. So I don't have too many concerns. I think Coleman is going to start in the nickel. That's what he is. And Armani going to start on the outside. So, I'm not a fan of Trufant. He trash. I've been telling y'all that hopefully Sunday something change. Because they got good matchups Sunday. Robinson from Detroit, he went to Penn State. He a beast down the field. Anthony Miller playing out the slider outside. He a beast. So, I don't know who's gonna be their nickel. They got rid of Taylor Gabriel, so I don't know why. I thought he was pretty good. But I don't have too many issues with the secondary. People saying Okudah not starting. I totally get it. Not too many reps. You got 2 veteran receivers who pretty good out there for Chicago. Not enough reps. No OTAs, no mini camps. People thought he was a plug and play player, but it ain't too many plug and play cornerbacks that can come in and do really well. So especially without the reps. So I'm surprised they putting Joe Burrows out there. They probably thinking they should have kept Andy Dalton. But it might be some disaster weeks for some rookies. So, also cornerback position is a confident position. If you don't have no confidence, you could be ruined. You know what I'm saying? So I think they did the right thing by not starting Jeff Okudah. Give him about a month, or let somebody get injured, let somebody slip up. Because you look at the first few games that they playing, you start off where you play in Chicago, then you go to Green Bay. Outside of um, Devontae Adams, they really don't have too many good receivers since Funches, opted out. But still, Aaron Rodgers makes some good receivers. Then they see, I think, Arizona, New Orleans. So I think for the first month of the season, I think it's probably right to bench Okudah or play him in situations. But people said, well, if they knew this was a developmental position, why did they draft a cornerback? I mean, last year they drafted tight end T.J. Hockenson, and everybody know tight end is a developmental position. Look at the best tight ends in the league. Who we going with? George Kittles. He was a second and third round, fourth round pick. Travis Kelce was a second round pick. Gronkowski was a second round pick. So you look at the best tight ends in the league, the majority of them over the course of time were later round picks. So, this year they picked another developmental player in a pandemic. So that is what it is. Let's get to the comment section. So, I could do a better job than Bob Quinn. On my mom, I could. This shit can't be. They make this shit rocket science. It can't be that hard. Let's get up there. Oh my God, he says and I didn't like that the dude from Wisconsin, the guard, being cut and Obashi making the squad when the Wisconsin dude took all the second reps. I didn't know that. He made the practice squad though. We got 7 corners and like 8 linebackers. We had 8 linemen until Odell was brought back. Yeah, so we had 5. We had Crosby. We had the former tight end was Matt Nelson. And then we had it was one more guy out there that's left. Can't remember who it was. It wasn't Wiggins. Wiggins on the practice squad. That's all my guy, Lions Talk. Benjamin Ford says that the facts they're getting elite dollars from delusional fans. Oh my God, Lions Talk. He said Kevin Strong get cut and he gave us reps when Cornell already went down for the season during camp. Yeah, did they bring him on the practice squad too? But the Bears not know they run the ball. They pass him more. He said the Bears going to look to air it out because they know the Lions' weakness is in the DBs. I mean, some people think it's the strength, but Trubisky had a lot of success versus us because it's the bend don't break off defense. But if Corey Uland truly implement his defense, then they might be able to confuse Trubisky coming in. It's not the same Lions defense if they let Corey Uland put his imprint from Philly here. He said he talked to Aaron Choice. Benjamin Falk, anybody a running team against the suspect line we got. He's on with the D line. Jim Animal John Q said maybe the move was made because Nick Williams is an ex-Bear. Could be. That's a good one. Crazy Ragland not starting. I think he's a situational guy. He's more of a running down linebacker to kind of come downhill. He said Stephen Boyd, you still in your age. 4G Yay 722 make or break season for Gerard. Definitely agree. Aaron say Christian playing the jack position. I heard. What record do we need to have to fire Patricia? I think anything less than 3 wins, he out of here. Aaron Choice 1-15 will get him out of there. True, he played some DN in Boston College. Oh my God, Lions talk. He's talking about Mel Nielsen. What are you talking about? Aaron Choice, what is looking like? Is AJ Terrell would have been a better pick over Jeff? Who's AJ Terrell? You talking about the kid from Clemson? Is that who you talking about? That went to Atlanta? They wasn't happy when they drafted that guy. Yeah, they wasn't happy when they drafted that guy. But he's starting over there. I just seen it, so that's what he's talking about. Yeah, he's starting over there. Why would you take pick 2 developmental positions in the top 10 back-to-back draft? They passed up on Ed Oliver, Devin Bush. They said he wasn't a type of linebacker. But Devin Bush and Gerard Davis is pretty much they both athletic and kind of undersized for Patricia do. But also, you gotta look at who TJ Hockenson tied to. He tied to Irv Smith, he's tied to Noah Fant. And if Irv Smith and Noah Fant go out and have great careers and he don't, or it's all the same, people gonna say, well, they reach. And Okudah's gonna be compared to Henderson that went. I can't remember where Henderson went. He went somewhere. The dude from Florida. Give me a minute. I'm gonna see where he went. They tell you everything about him on Wikipedia about what team he played for in the preview. He was the Jaguar, so he gonna be compared to Henderson, Terrell, and Justin Gatley, whatever his name is from TCU. So, well, Ebron was drafted in the first round. Talking shit. He's still talking shit. I heard Bob Quinn and Martin Mayhew. I can't even think how many playoff appearances Martin Mayhew had. How many Bob Quinn had. But Mayhew best draft was the year Xanders got here, Brian Xanders. Bob Quinn, Mayhew has some high picks. I don't think that's fair. Because he had Stafford and Dominican Sue. And this might be Bob Quinn's first high pick, and he took Okudah. You know what I'm saying? So Mayhew brought in Stafford, and he brought in Dominican Sue. So, he drafted Riley Reef. Bob Quinn right around that. He drafted what's that boy name, man? Taylor Decker. I think Taylor Decker is slightly better than Riley Reef. I could be wrong. Mayhew 1, Bob Quinn. Mayhew 2, Bob Quinn 1. They're about the same. Obviously, Mayhew drafted more impact players. Also, you got to credit Mayhew with Calvin Johnson because he was working with Matt Millen. So, you got to look at that part. He said, the kid from Clemson, dude, been holding his own against Julio. Yeah, he's a long guy. He went to Clemson. Clemson is like the new Alabama. Hate to disrespect Alabama like that, but they the new Alabama. But right now, he going to be judged versus them. And, if Okudah don't work out, then and they don't make a playoff again under Bob Quinn, you got to give it to Mayhew. Because when Mayhew got in that top 3, he delivered with Stafford. He delivered with Ndamukong Suh. He missed on Nick Fairley. He missed on Eric Ebron. So it's gonna be close. I personally think Bob Quinn was better in deeper rounds than Mayhew. Oh, don't forget Mayhew drafted Willie Young. Would Mayhew also drafted Quadre Diggs late, right? Didn't he draft Quadre? So he had some middle round picks too. I'd probably say Quinn probably had the better of them. He had Galladay, so that's already right there. But he might let Galladay slip through his fingers. I personally think Bob Quinn way better. He said, okay, I read that one. I thought he said development. But let's get to the offense, right? And this is where it kind of get ugly in here, up in here. All right, Kenny Galladay, Amendola, Marvin Jones, your starting receivers. Hockenson, your starting tight end, backed up by Jesse James. From left to right, left tackle Taylor Decker, Joe Dow, Ragnow, Jonah Jackson, Big V is your 5 on the O-line. Kerryon Johnson is your starting running back. Adrian Peterson is your backup running back. And also Ty Johnson is your backup running back. Here's the kicker. DeAndre Swift is your 4th-string running back. Tied with Jamal Agnew. So they got Jamal Agnew listed as a running back. Okay? So that makes you think even deeper. They chose to keep Agnew over Jason Huntley. Let that kind of simmer for a minute. Agnew couldn't cut it that corner. That's because they like Agnew. If Agnew was an asshole or he wasn't a company man, Agnew would be out of here. Same thing for the safety boy that dropped that pick in the end zone versus Minnesota. We ended up winning that game because I think Glover Quinn forced a fumble on Adam Thielen. What's the kid name, man? The kid from Utah, Miles Killebrew. Killebrew, if he wasn't a likable guy in that locker room, excuse me, crack my back. If he wasn't a likable guy in that locker room, Killebrew would be gone. So once again, they chose to keep Agnew over Huntley. And Huntley could provide some. Agnew provides some speed. He provide some receiving some receiving things from receiver and all that shit. But when I look at it, is Adrian Peterson is your second back. Bo Scarborough goes on IR. DeAndre Swift sound like he won't play because of a knee injury. They say it is, or maybe he not up to speed. So I mean, we go from Kerryon. We go to something that people thought was a strength. Kerryon, Swift, Ty, Bo, and Huntley. Now we down to Kerryon, Adrian Peterson, and Ty, and Agnew on Sunday if Swift don't play. So once again, your starting 3 picks not starting. Your first 3 picks in the draft not starting. Your second and third round pick from last year not starting either. Not saying they won't contribute. So Swift injured already. They pick up Adrian Peterson, right? So now Adrian Peterson from day one is the backup running back. So you one hit or one injury from Kerryon Johnson going down, then Peterson being your lead back. So if Ty been here all this time, right? And no disrespect to Ty Johnson, he been here all this time. He been here since last year. He didn't took reps, real reps. If Ty Johnson don't contribute and let Adrian Peterson get picks over him, get carries over him and touches over him, and Huntley go over there in Philly and do something, Bob Quinn should be fired on the spot. If this team struggle running the ball this year, and Huntley somehow go in Philadelphia, he probably won't. He teared up in Philly, he's scoring touchdowns. Bob Quinn should be escorted off the premises. He should be escorted. Peterson come here day one. And you know what? Mike Valenti, I was listening today, man. I get a chance to listen to since the pandemic. I ain't really been listening to the radio. But he made a great point. Today, Kareem Hunt signed an extension. 2 years, $13 million plus. They didn't want to get Kareem Hunt because some white woman was in his hotel room. He asked him to leave. They didn't want to leave. They was underage. They called him the N-word. He kicked her, right? So, no, Kareem Hunt is a bad guy. But Adrian Peterson beat the dog walking shit out of his son. So what's the difference? Both domestic disputes. You know what I'm saying? People just forgot about Adrian Peterson. Excuse me. People just forgot about AP. So why AP and not Kareem Hunt? Why? Why AP and not Kareem Hunt? Answer my question, anybody. It makes no sense. The Lions make no sense. Kareem Hunt got paid $2 million. That's what, $500,000 more than what Adrian Peterson got? I'm telling you, man. Give me 1 minute. I'm telling you, man, the Lions just purposely try to lose. He said because society see women is even worse than kid can be excused as discipline. Don't matter. Both domestic disputes, but I get what you're saying. Why? They should have signed Kareem Hunt. Why didn't they sign Kareem Hunt? It's cheap by $1 million around. I mean, just let you know where this organization at with it. You get all these running backs over the last years, and Adrian Peterson come here, and he won Kerryon Johnson blow to the knee from starting. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, man. You just don't get it. You just don't get what they think. I think they purposely trying to fuck us. I think this got to be a study to see, a blind study to see how much bullshit and how much pain and suffering Lions fans can take until they turn their back on the team. It got to be a blind study. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on an itsy bitsy limb and say I don't expect more out there. I don't respect nothing out the running game this year. I don't see it. If the running game gonna be good, it's gonna be because them 5 up front gonna make it good. And this is the worst possible game to start off with. You got some dogs that's going hunting in Chicago. You got Khalil and you got Robert Quinn. You got Akeem in the middle, Akeem Hicks. Them boys better come play. But other than that, it's no real surprise offensively. It's just funny how the running back position went from platinum to shit. It's kind of that year we got Deshaun shed and our DBs look good on paper. Then it just was a disaster when they got out there. So, I mean, it is what it is. Detroit wants a clean image. That's why even if we trash, they'll sell tickets to suburban nights. That's what's killing me. Like the city got one of the worst images. The image of Detroit is even worse than Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We the bad boys. That's how the Pistons was. That just lets you know, no matter if the Pistons were the nice team, you know, they was a nice team and they played their position and they rolled over and they continued to lose, the NBA wasn't going to pay them back. That's what Bob Quinn and Sheila need to understand. No matter if you play the nice guy role, embrace it. Be the badasses. The Raiders were. The Raiders was the badasses. Al Davis knew that his beef with the NFL over venues and stadiums and all that and whatever else it was, he knew he had to get the best players no matter what they brought to the table. And Detroit want to have a clean image, but the Pistons showed you we got to go out there and take what's ours. But like I said before, man, it ain't gonna change to the Ford sell that team, man. You know, but John say, remember Kraft basically defends McDaniels to not take the coach job and stay with the past. That's kind of the ownership we need. I mean, yeah, he paid him. He paid him. Sometimes Aaron say you need them feelings to make your team good. F them church boys. Sorry, Lord, you know what I mean. Rocco P say be happy that the season is here. Be happy. Like of course we happy. What the fuck you mean? Tired of watching this fucking rec league basketball. But we got concerns. We got concerns. Why do we take all these running backs? And we took Bo off Dallas last year. We drafted Tahi here. You know, Agnew playing running back. We kept him on the roster. You know what I'm saying? And Adrian Peterson, old ass, is going to probably basically be splitting carries for Carry-On Sunday. Shit, what the fuck are we talking about? Be happy. 80-year-old Adrian Peterson is one Carry-On Johnson injury from starting. And if they don't run that ball, you hear me? If they don't run that ball, y'all boy gonna be out on stretcher. He ain't got to worry about guaranteed or no guaranteed money. Stafford will be retired on somebody's field this year if they don't run that ball. This time it ain't gonna be some Tony Romo shit or some Matthew Stafford shit we don't see coming. You're gonna see your boy get hit like Cap off any given Sunday. If they don't run that ball and they think they about to drop back 30, 40, 50 times, Stafford will be dead. Dead on arrival. So they got to run that ball with success this year. That's the key. The NFC North just got too many Lions, Tigers, and Bears. No pun intended. The Smith brothers, you go from Khalil and Quinn to the Smith brothers in Green Bay. Hold on. My bad. You going from them, and then I don't even know who we played week 3. Let me pull it up. I done did all this. all this Detroit Lions shit I've been doing as far, and I just can't remember the schedule. Usually I do. Could just be getting older. Then they go to Arizona with Chandler Jones, Isaiah Simmons. Then they go see New Orleans Saints with Cameron Jordan. So, it is what it is. So hopefully, people are saying, AP could be the guy. I mean, hey, hopefully somebody is. I just think I don't know what to think no more. Running back position just cursed. They should have done right by Barry Sanders and gave that man his money. Oh, y'all can ask questions though, but I'll get to the Kenny Galladay stuff while y'all ask me. He said Lions' eye for talent is like a drunk at 12 o'clock. Everything look good. You ain't lying. He said just because you go to church don't mean you good to God. Rocco P. I don't believe in that church shit. So I'll take that for y'all believe it. I believe in higher beings, but I don't believe in religion. It's all a sham. But that's just my personal opinion. We say that for another day. But DeAndre Hopkins got a 2-year extension this year today at, almost $30 million a pop, 27.5 or 27.5 million. So I think they said he got almost 43 million in signing bonus up front. So what do that mean? If he averaging 27 million per year in 2023 and 2024, and now he the highest paid receiver, Michael Thomas the highest paid receiver, and then Amari Cooper is also amongst one of the highest paid receivers. I think he's better than Cooper. So, I think Kenny Galladay price is going to be 20 million minimum. And this is why you don't wait to get contracts done. This is why you pay people ahead of time so when they reset the market, you go by the best receiver got 20. We can do 16 or 17 per year. Now they not only they let Julio get paid, all right, they let Julio get his money. They let Cooper get his money. They let Thomas get his money. They let Allen get his money. I forgot Allen just got paid. And now they let DeAndre Hopkins get paid with 3 years left on his deal. Kenny Galladay is going to want 20 million. Kenny Galladay is going to want 20 million. That's just the fact. Kenny Galladay going to want at least 20 million. And I don't think the Lions going to be willing to pay that. And people talking about 15, 16, you think he about to take 10 million plus less than DeAndre Hopkins got? Galladay want the bag to stay in Detroit. He going to do the same thing Ndamukong Suh did. They can franchise tag him. They can tag him again. But after that, they're going to have to let him go or trade him. And I don't know what the tag is for receiver. Now that Hopkins just reset the market, the tag might be close to 20 million, 15, 16 million. So it's, Tyreek just got paid too. So who else gonna get paid? Mike Evans got to be coming up, right? If he ain't got paid yet. And that dollar sign gonna keep going up. As long as those receivers keep getting paid and getting paid and getting paid and getting paid, his Galladay price gonna keep going up. Well, Ndamukong Suh wanted a certain amount of money. He wanted more to stay in Detroit than Miami. Obviously, Miami has no state taxes. Well, Florida has no state taxes. So, and also, when you play in Detroit, you hurt your brand because you're not winning. If he's he went to Miami, well, guess what? He's swimming in bitches in sand, in ocean, and he don't have no state taxes. So, at the end of the day, that's just. It is what it is. They didn't want to pay his number. They let Ndamukong Suh walk for nothing. And also what hurts is they passed up on Aaron Donald. That was Martin Mayhew, right? I think Mayhew passed up on Aaron Donald. Blue Glister and Silver say Quadre Diggs horrible trade, but yes, will Harmon pimp the safety position. I don't know much about him. I'm not going to lie. I don't know shit about him. I know he came from New England, so he understands the system. Quadre up there balling with Jamal Adams. But the Seahawks don't have a D-line or an O-line, so I don't know. Aaron saying Kenny G should get 20 million. Look at his stats since coming into the league, just been going up, almost like Calvin starting off. So I mean, hopefully, he get his money, but I don't think he gonna take less to stay here. I mean, he is close to Chicago. He's from Chicago, and maybe that's something. Ain't paid Kenny G, but paid Decker. You know how the game go. It don't matter if you in NFL. It don't matter how good you is. You could be the best running back ever. They gonna always pay the quarterbacks more. You can go out there and get 100 sacks. They still gonna pay a quarter. They always gonna make the quarterback the most paid, highest paid position. And what's gonna hurt if he started the season and don't get paid, he gonna feel some type of way. I would too. I think he gonna be gone if he don't get paid by week 1, unless he get injured. And it's another side to it too. The longer you wait, not only the more people get paid, because you gonna have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, some other dudes gonna get paid. The longer you wait, no dudes gonna keep getting paid. But what if he come out here and he ball out? With Stafford out there last year, people think he would have scored 20 touchdowns. So what if he go out there this year and he put 1,500 up? He put 18, 19 touchdowns up. What if he go out there and he kill it? And he just go dumb. So now you went from a $20 million price to probably he gonna want the $27 million DeAndre Hopkins wanted. This is why you pay now and you don't suffer later. What happened with the guy from Joe Flacco? They was like, man, we'll wait to play Joe Flacco. Pay to play. We'll play. If you win the Super Bowl, we gonna cash you out. But this Joker went out there and won the Super Bowl. He threw a 100-yard pass to Jacoby Jones to send Peyton Manning home. The lights turned off in the Super Bowl. I'm looking for him. Turn on the lights. I'm looking for him. And he went out there. They turned off the lights. They came back on. Put his foot up, Kaepernick ass. And they had to open up the pocketbook for him, Prime Sue and Aaron Donald would have been nasty, but we drafted Ebron. Don't forget, Mr. I like to be shitted on Odell Beckham by women. He was also there. People forget Odell was there. It was rumors that the Pistons the Lions were thinking about moving up and drafting Sammy Watkins that year, which wouldn't have been a good idea neither, because he stayed injured. Imagine even in Detroit, he'd have always been injured, just like in Buffalo. We wouldn't have paid Donald left mile. They would have let him walk. You ain't lying. One thing Quinn good at is contracts. Decker only $5 million cap hit this year, and Lions get an easy out in 2 years. I think Kenny will get contract close to. They keep saying it's close. Well, hopefully they've been saying it for the last days. But as long as he get paid before Sunday, I think the respect will be there. They got to pay him before Chris Godwin or he gone. I think Mike Evans ain't got paid yet, has he? Has he? I don't know. I ain't sure, man, but it'll be interesting. But yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna do a live. I'm gonna have some guys come on. We're gonna do a live. I don't know. I want to do it tomorrow, but I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe Saturday. Latest probably Sunday morning. I doubt that, but I might go live for the game Sunday. So be prepared for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. But maybe I'll probably say maybe Thursday. I'm probably gonna target. If not tomorrow, depends what I got on my plate. We're gonna do a live show and we're gonna chop it up about the Bears. I did the prediction video already, but y'all can ask questions and I'll get to the questions. But my concerns going into Sunday, my major concerns, O-line, running backs is my two major concerns. Then I'm worried about the D-line, stopping the run, and getting after the pass and everything is secondary. He said, well, the brothers got to wait to get paid. I mean, how many black GMs you got? You see Chris Greer in Miami, he took care of Xavier Howard. He got paid. Howard had one good year, and because you don't have a lot of brothers running teams. You don't have no black owners. That's why if I have a son, we'll never pursue football. He would never play football. It's not because of the contact or none of that. It's not worth it. So many people taking the avenue of hooping and playing football. My son can go kick a soccer ball and be the man. He can go pick up a tennis racket, play golf, play baseball. NFL, NFL is a white man's world, like legitimately all white men. You know what I'm saying? You work for the white man. The GM is the white man. The president is the white man. The owner is the white man. And naturally, you're supposed to take care of your own people. You don't hear none of these white quarterbacks begging to be paid. But you hear these receivers crying to be paid and these running backs crying to be. It's a dead end street. You got your son playing football, man. Get him the fuck up out of there if he black. If it's not too late, go pick up a tennis racket, a golf club, soccer ball. Go do that, man. Baseball is the one. All that money for what? Just to hit a ball and field it. Easy money. Your ass ain't gonna be hurting. Your back ain't gonna be hurting. Worst case scenario, if you pitch, you're gonna throw your arm out or you're gonna get hit by a baseball. You'll be alright. And it's fully guaranteed. He said you were sick in your video talking about Huntley. I was mad as hell. I was mad, bro. Because I want to be right. I'm room for mine in Cleveland. Salute. I'm mad, man. Cause I thought he was gonna be the truth, man. Hope he ain't the truth in Philly. I mean, personally, I wish the best for the young man. But from a fan standpoint of view, I don't want him to go over there and do shit. I don't want him to go over there and touch the ball and fumble. You know. But from a perspective, I hope he do good. You know. I'm really worried about the Bears. Lions know how to shut down Matt, and the Bears quarterback is going to cost the game. He said, I'm not worried about the Bears. The Lions know how to shut down Matt. And the Bears, well, shit, you ain't got to worry. It ain't just Mac. Red, can I borrow your tape, your VCR? My VCR, it's the Mac. You got Robert Quinn, too, on the other side. You still got Roquan Smith, Akeem Hicks. So, you know, it just ain't them depending on Leonard Floyd no more neither. Robert Quinn had double sacks last year. Oh, I like them LeBrons he had on, them blue ones. I'm get them. If I can find them blue ones he had on in the seeding games, or I like them bitches. I'll get them. I had the LeBron. I had the first ones he had when I was a fan. I'm really not worried. Oh, he said that. I want my son to play football, but he like basketball because of LeBron punk ass. Man, basketball is like, man, niggas gotta get, black people, gotta get out the mind frame. It's only football and basketball. It's a huge void to be filled in baseball since Griffey and Barry gone. Jason Hayward didn't work out. Everybody, you know, it's only so many slots in the NBA. Man, if some of these kids pick up a baseball bat, a tennis racket, you know what I'm saying? We got to get out that condition that, you know, sports is the way out, man. We need doctors, lawyers, all that, man. We need our kids to expand. Even in sports, expand that shit. Football ain't nothing but a lifetime of misery, bro. You can be balling, they cut you, they don't owe you no money. Still dealing with neck injuries, knee injuries, assists under my, man, football will break you down. I wouldn't put that through. I wouldn't put my kid through that. Especially when it's not fruitful at the end. If the cut him, Lions got to pick him back up. Who you talking about? If they cut who? He said, I'm a computer scientist. My boy, he graduated. Was it computer information? I thought about going for that shit. He went. But yeah, man, I'm most concerned about that O-line. Any more questions? I'm most concerned about that O-line Sunday. That's what I'm most concerned about. That O-line don't cut it, you're going to see quick. But they can hide the deficiencies by coming out there in two tight ends. But, oh, you said Huntley. No, he got picked up by Philly. But you said Philly cut him? I mean, yeah, they can pick him back up. But if Philly cut him, that means he ain't no good. We tried baseball. He got hit one time and fucked up the pitcher. They gotta keep with it, man. You gotta get you an OG in baseball. Get you one of them old heads. And go to the hitting range and go to the batting cage. They'll teach you how to hit the ball. It takes time. It's just too much money not to go to baseball. It's too much money. It's just entirely too much money. You talking motherfuckers getting quarter generational wealth. Where do you rate Stafford as a quarterback? I don't know. I mean, we can go through it. I say Rodgers and MC North, the only quarterback better than him. Oh, it was just for the hell of it. Breeze, Brady. Okay. Dak. Wentz ain't done shit, so I can't put him above him. Wilson. So that's in the NFC. AFC, Lamar, Watson. Nobody in the East. I'm missing somebody. Then I probably would say Mahomes. I'm just going by division in my head. Mahomes. Who else in that division? Lott, Mariota, Carr. I'll probably put him at 9. Like, he got to be somewhere. Yeah, he top 10. 9. 9. Yeah, I ain't missed nobody, did I? Titans, Colts. Yeah, I think he better than Jimmy. I would go to the ones we didn't say. He better than Kirk Cousins. He's a bum. I've been telling y'all that. Everything got to be right for him to even be okay. He better than Trubisky, Foles. He better than Teddy. He better than Ryan. He better than Wentz. He better than Daniels. He better than Haskins right now. And I like Jones and Haskins. He better than Jimmy. He better than Kyler right now. He better than Goff. He better than Ben. He better than Baker. He better than Barrows right now. He better than Tannehill. Who else we got in there? He better than Phillip Rivers, Jacoby Brissett. He better than Gardner. He better than, Fitzpatrick, Sam Darnold, and the 7,000 quarterbacks the Jets got. Allen, Cam right now. He better than Cam, broke down as. He better than Locke, Mariota, Tyrod, and who backing the Tyrod? Kid from Herbert right now. So yeah, I miss Wilson. Did I miss Wilson? Yeah, I think I said Wilson. So yeah, he bought 9. Yeah, I don't think Wentz garbage. Wentz just can't stay healthy. He injured already. Did I miss Dak too? Yeah. I put Dak above him, just for right now. So yeah, Von Miller out for the season. What happened? Damn, what happened? They in trouble. And they let Shaq Berry leave. Oh, he suffered a lower leg injury. The fear is he done for the season. He out. He out! Finish up these streams and get to watching Cobra Kai. That shit good. How much longer y'all give Breeze? I think this would be his last year. Hey, I'm a cash app anybody, whoever knocked Breeze out, I'm a cash app them like $100. I said Lamar. I said all of them already. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that knocked Drew Brees out, and like, hopefully somebody knock him out like Kirk Warner got knocked out in that playoff game. Anybody knock Drew Brees out, I'm dropping 100 in their cash app. Dak low-key trash. Dak all right. So no matter how good the Cowboys been, whoever been a quarterback, they for some reason they can't get it done. You know what I'm saying? But whoever knock out Drew Brees out cold, cash apping them niggas. I don't care who it is. It could be a Cowboy. It could be a Buccaneer. It could be the Lion. I'm happy. If it's a Lion, I'm going to drop them 200 in their cash app. For sure. Whoever knocked Drew Brees out, I'm dropping some money in their cash app. And then when Bobby Smurder get out, I'm dropping some money in his cash app. Hell yeah. So knock Drew Brees out. Oh man, I'm dropping that bag. Care what they do with the money. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna be back live. I'm not sure if it's gonna be tomorrow, but I'm gonna do a Piston live before the week over. It's just so much to talk about, man. Get to scout on some of these players, but I think I like Tyrese Halliburton the best so far, man. I think he's gonna be a beast. But don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, inscription. Best way to donate is to share.